Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tracy and for today's video I have a really sweet card for you. It's using some new products from the mini catalogue. Now these are available now, you can purchase in my online store. And the stamp set that we're using today, well, it's actually a bundle, but we're just using a stamp set, is called Simply Succulents. It's this one here on page 39 of the mini catalogue. Let me show you the card that we're creating. So it's this one here using the purple posy. And look at that gorgeous colouring of the succulent. Succulents are my newfound love. I haven't been able to kill them yet, so that's good because I've got a black thumb. Let's get started with this card. All the supplies I'm using for today's card can be seen on the screen, but head over to my blog. It has all the measurements and the supplies listed over there as well. This is such a beautiful and clean, easy card, and I love this bundle. Although I haven't used the dies for this card, I actually forgot that I had them when I created it. Silly me. Okay, so we're using Purple Posy cardstock and the 6x6 Designer Series paper. And to cut that frame out, I've used the stitched rectangle dies, which are absolutely gorgeous. I'm using the Fluid 100 not the Designer Series paper, the Fluid 100 watercolor paper. And the inks that we're using today are Early Espresso, Cajun Craze, Gorgeous Grape, Mint Macaron, and Petal Pink. So I love these color combos. So I've just stamped the pot in Early Espresso and the succulent in the Gorgeous Grape. We're using the water painters to create that really nice, beautiful watercolor effect. So I'm starting on with the Early Espresso and I'm just going to color in the left side with the darker color. Then I'll come in with the Cajun Craze on the right hand side and create that shadow on the left and the lighter color on the right, so it looks like the light's coming from the other side. So really simple watercoloring. I'm not a watercolor expert by any means, and you'll see this in just a minute, but it's really fun to do. And that Fluid 100 watercolor paper is fantastic. It's really forgiving as well. So you can see I'm going to add the Gorgeous Grape to the bottom of each of the little petals, and then I'll come back through and I'll add the darker over the top, just a little bit in each thing. I didn't do that with my sample, as you can see, and you'll see that it's a lot darker. I'm not sure which one I prefer, whether it's the lighter one or the darker one. Let me know in the comments. But we're also going to use the other colours that are beautiful with the succulents. So we have Mint Macaron and Petal Pink. These colours are in all the, not all of them, but in most of the succulents that I see. So I really want to incorporate all those colours together. So we're going in with the Mint Macaron. I like to let each of them dry a little bit so we're not blending the colours together too badly. And you can use your heat tool to really dry those out before each colour if you wish. So here we are with the Cajun Craze. We're adding a little bit to the right. And you'll see I'll actually go in for the third time because it creates, once it's dried, a real strong, it's not blended very well. There's a strong detail there which I try and get out a little bit with the third lot of Cajun Craze, which I think it looks quite good. So I've sort of blended the colours, and you can see it's quite a lot darker than my sample. Once again, I don't know, I'm not sure which one I like better, but they both look really nice. So I would use the dies to cut those two pieces out. I'm going to use some fussy cutting. It doesn't matter, but I will say the die set is 13 dies, which are more. There's only 8 stamps in the Cling stamp set, so there's more dies than the stamp set, and there is a great frame in the dies. So if you haven't seen them, go and check them out because they are amazing. So here we are, we're just going to quickly fussy cut. Now I'm using that ribbon there is actually from the Plain Patterns ribbon, which is in the annual catalogue. So I'm going to cut that down and create a smaller ribbon because it's quite a thick ribbon. So I'm gluing the Designer Series paper and the Whisper White frame together. And then we're going to stamp the sentiment in Gorgeous Grape And the sentiment is gorgeous. Kind people are my kind of people. What a lovely little sentiment to put on a card. So if you're in need of any of these Stampin' Up supplies, it is celebration time at the moment. So for every $90 you can choose a free item in my online store. Not only that, if you use the hostess code for this month, I'll send you out a handmade card as well as a bundle tutorial. So it's an absolute win-win all through January and February shopping through me. And yeah, I'd love to have you as a customer. If you haven't got the mini catalogue or the celebration catalogue, please let me know. I'll happily send one of those out as well. And yeah, this is an amazing catalogue. You are going to love it. So popping these up with a few dimensionals because everything looks better popped up. And then I'm coming in with some basic pearls. These look really gorgeous with the purple posy cardstock, I think. It's just, you know, I'm right on to the rhinestones and the pearls at the moment. I can't put them away. And they're so super cheap. They are really, there's so many on the card and you can get lots and lots of embellishments out of them. You can also use your stamping blends to colour them so they match with anything that you're creating. So here we have, this is the playing with patterns, what's it called? Let me have a look. Ribbon combo. And I think there's 3 or 4 rolls of ribbon in that combo that you get. And I'm just cutting it in half and then I'm going to create a nice little bow. As you can see, it's fairly thick ribbon, so cutting it in half just creates a really nice little tiny bow and really sets that whole card off. I'll make sure I've got it to the right length. I wasn't quite long enough. So hopefully you really like this card. I love how simple and easy it is, but it's adding a little bit of watercolour, which creates a really nice effect as well. And I'm going to use a glue dot to pop them down. I highly recommend glue dots when you're popping ribbon down onto your cards. Now you could also use your stamp to create some background stamping to create a bit of extra effect as well. There we go. Thanks so much for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed today's card. If you have, please give me a thumbs up and I'd love it if you left me a comment. If you haven't hit subscribe, you could do that as well. Now, all the supplies I've used for this card can be purchased in my online store and I would love it if you did purchase through me. I've got a really great customer loyalty program as well. Okay, so I'll be back with another video soon and hopefully you can join me for that. Till then, have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.
Are you hearing my words? I'm saying to you, 'cause I'm looking in your eyes.